Hello and welcome to our Vampire live stream. This week we're going to finish what we started last week, and by finish what we started last week I mean kill that one guy. He's called William Bishop, he's an asshole, and I'm going to tear his entire goddamn body off. Dick first, if I know what I'm doing. Alright. Oh, what a knob. Where is good old William Bishop? I think he's over here. I was just chasing him, I know that. It's been, shall we say, a little while. Yeah, it'll be over here. Because I've gone through that previous corridor just now. Yeah, I remember. Ooh, getting some weird lag all of a sudden.
I know your heart, William. Alas, you must give me permission to leave. I'll not betray your trust.
It's this first, you see.
I got this last time, I think. The whole weird little...
As one, we shall overcome this.
The whole weird little talk through. I think... I think...
Already, if it did not quench my thirst, I must have more.
Oh, what is it with the friggin' lag all of a sudden? This is new. This is not...
Not again. William, please stop.
You're gonna murder that guy right in front of me.
Bedeviled.
Yeah, you are.
I must
I thought you
put
might.
it down.
Alright, how does one lock? Oh. Oh, shit. There we are. Oh, what is with this lags? I mean, obviously I'm just gonna cut this idiot to pieces. Oh, shit. Oh, mate. I'm just gonna slap you with the blunt end of my shovel. Try it. No, try something. Have a go. Have a go. I'm just slapping him. I'm just slapping him up. What's the point of being a vampire if you're not gonna slap a guy with his... Come here. Come here. Make a move. What is it with the lag all of a sudden? Good God. Oh, shit. I'm gonna meat hand you. Oh. I'm just punishing him for being cocky at this point. Oh shit. Alright. Let's have a go. Oh, oh shit. Oh shit. Alright, yeah, well I don't have any blood, do I? You dumbass. Yeah, I think this is probably where... I think this is probably where having gone through the whole part of the game before this is helpful. I would have had a bit more blood on me. I'm just gonna back off. Wait for my... Oh shit. Wait for my chance. Oh no. Oh no, he's gonna have a... Oh, there we are. Eat this idiot. Ooh. Why has he got, like, stuff coming out of his hand as well? Will I eventually get horrible, nasty nodules? Is that just a side effect of vampirism at this point? Should someone have warned me? Oop. Oh, okay. Yeah, alright, so a carefully timed parry, and you'll knock the guy on his ass. Instead of just, like, clock him around the face a bit. There we are, nasty monster hand. Oh, Jesus. He's had some of my blood. Take a swing. There he is. Oh. See, it's just kind of... It doesn't feel very precise. Does the combat? It all feels a little bit... There we go. Oh, a bludgeon. A second-hand club. What kind of life are you living where you can't afford a new baseball bat when you want to commit murders?
William, please. Stop.
Are you alive? Or am I going to get to
William
find
was
out your
an
secrets
honourable
before I eat you?
I could have saved him.
Nah.
Mr. Hampton, are you in there?
I knew him well, another lost soul, a kindred spirit.
Sir,
Ooh, a
listen
beautiful
to the
Irish
sound
bastard.
of my voice. I am...
Irish? Yeah, Irish.
I'm a doctor. You're suffering from shock.
I must
And also
return to my
vampirism.
flock. They'll stray without me.
What has happened to that guy's one arm? And this is a really bad pause for a lag because all the tension has been gone. Oh, there we go. Alright. Yeah, you gotta stake
Remember,
him.
certain skulls are every bit as resistant as we are.
Who are you? Oh.
What do you mean by scout?
I know how you feel, mate.
truly are a newborn. I should have realized.
Wait. You are the woman from the bar. And from the bar.
What is with the goddamn lag?
Like me.
Like, this wasn't an issue last
Can you
time.
help me?
I believe, sir, I already have.
I'm not doing out different. Has there been an update? I've updated my graphics drivers. That might be... Oh, come on, lads. I'm going to have to turn the quality down in a minute, aren't I? Just to get a decent rate out of him.
By George and the Saints, you've solved the mystery of these terrible murders.
Oh, are you just kind of... Are you talking directly to camera?
Fellows, I've come to offer help.
Oh, okay. I thought this was like a
Give me a moment
weird
to secure
kind of
my
fucking
boat.
Python-esque
Leave this awful
guy talking
place.
directly to camera there for a second. And you solved the murders, but what about the vampire?
He was just
Ooh.
taken by the thirst. He needed this drink.
This man requires medical attention. We'll see he gets to the nearest hospital.
No, please, I must tend to my fold. My flock needs me.
There, sir. Go
Wow,
with
that
Dr.
guy's
Swansea. He's
shirt has
resourceful.
no
I'm sure
texture
he'll
at
take
all.
Good care of you.
That guy doesn't have a
Yes, come
jacket
as well.
texture. What in
The
God's
sun
name
is
happened to you,
rising,
son?
you'll need a place to
Where have you
rest.
been? Look at my jacket. It's
I just
so
need
textured.
a moment. If I can learn something about what has happened to William, I'll be a step closer to understanding what happened to me.
Oh, so has your jacket got a texture yet? No, it's still pretty much just a horrible, really shitty to look at single amalgam. I
This
don't-
poor creature can't be my maker. Could it be some substance?
You've been a vampire for 2 minutes. You have no space to get
I must
smug,
find
buddy.
a place to analyze the blood.
Oh, if only you were a doctor and had access to a hospital. I suppose you don't have to do this. Right? Oh, what in God's name? Oh, William Hampton is worth 3,000 delightful XPs to me. Right, this idiot. God, I can't wait for a decent jacket. Maybe some pants. Anything that I haven't died in, basically, is a great item of clothing for me at this point. I'm desperately short of clothes that I haven't died in at some point. Which is a problem I don't know that anyone has. Like, there's like
Where are
maybe
we headed?
3 people in the world who own an outfit that they died in.
Just across the canal.
Partially because
They'll
you'd get
have a
rid of
bed
it,
for
wouldn't you?
poor Mr.
Like,
Hampton.
surely.
William was...
Or would you?
What
I'd
manner
keep it,
of
actually.
creature
No,
was
I'd insist. If I had an outfit that I
Human
died
and
in,
victim.
for whatever reason, I'd insist that I be buried in it
The
later.
important thing is that he's been stopped.
Oh, come on with your laggy bullshit. Alright, hang on. Can I turn down the video settings? HUD visibility? That's handy. Oh, cool. Alright, view distance high, scatter density low, push. This isn't even that great, guys. I don't know what a... What happened between... Alright, hang on, give me a sec. I need to figure out if there's... I need to figure out what's going on here. Things taking up a lot of my... Alright, I know what's going on. There we are. That should be a little bit better.
Duly noted. And the woman?
Oh, and his jacket's loaded in while I've been away.
What woman?
Oh, don't play me for
Oh,
a
what a
fool.
good job.
You used me to locate that skull. You must know who she is.
And I thought you a gentleman. You shouldn't talk about a lady behind her back. But I will tell you, she values her privacy.
So you don't tell me... Oh, handy of you. I mean, that's nothing, but cheers.
For London as peaceful as she appears from the middle of the canal. If only that were the reality of the situation.
To be honest, I've always tried to avoid this part of town.
Oh, I can't wait to be
Pembroke
vampire
Hospital is the
Sherlocking
last
my way
bastion
around this
between the rest
place.
of London and the epidemic. The flu has decimated the
It's
East
not a
End and the
war-
war still rages.
Like-
Welcome to the front lines of a plague.
There aren't...
This is where you
Okay.
work, Dr. Swansea.
I am the administrator of Pembroke Hospital.
I thought you were here in service of your mysterious order, the Brotherhood of...
Of St. Paul's Stone, yes. But first and foremost, I'm a man of science.
Every man who hunts
physician,
vampires should
like
also
yourself,
be a man of science.
Dr. Reed.
I always
do you
thought.
know who I am?
If you're hunting
No
vampires,
need
you
for
need to also have a firm
You are
grounding in
Dr. Jonathan
the
Reed,
basics
a
of
surgeon
biological
some
natural
caliber and
philosophy.
renown, if I'm not mistaken.
You are correct, sir.
I am amazing. Whatever.
I had my suspicions. But when you took the blood sample from the corpse of poor William, I was certain. Dr. Reed. Marvelous.
See, this is why I don't like subtitles as well. Like, there was an awkward pause there that I just
I attended
spent
3 of
the
your
entire
seminars
time
before
being
the
weirded
war.
out by.
I have the utmost admiration for your research. And what a turn of fate. England's most esteemed blood specialist returns to London a vampire.
Oh, mate.
That word, again. From a so-called man of science.
You died twice this morning.
Traditionally, the role of science is to refute myth, but when myth walks among us...
It's not
the
myth
Brotherhood of
anymore,
St.
bud.
Paul
It's
has
just
dedicated
science
its
then.
purpose to their study. There's so much for you to learn.
We're just kind of hanging out here as well. Oh, come on with the lag. Come on with the fucking lag, lads.
Well, then let me be blunt. Join my staff at Pembroke Hospital. As a physician. I suspect you'll not find a better post of employment to contemplate your predicament.
And from there, hunt
This is
vampires.
sudden. I was returning home to see my sickly mother. But alas, that was before
Sorry, give me a second. This is really annoying me now. There we go, that should have fixed it.
contracting this affliction.
Dr. Reed, take a moment to consider. The post would be for the night shift, providing a good explanation for your absence during daylight hours.
Oh, sweet, no.
You'll be adequately reimbursed and have a place to hide.
And all the
I
necks
even
you can
had the
bite from the
forethought to bring some
vegetables.
clean clothes. So, what
Look,
do you say?
If you're offering me a shirt, I'll suck your dick on this pier. I don't even give a shit at this point.
It seems I have
Fucking
little choice, but yours is a generous offer, so...
give me some
I thank you.
clothes
Brilliant.
that I
Oh,
can't
Jonathan,
hide, that I
This
haven't
is one for
died
the
in.
book, and the beginning of a beautiful friendship.
Now, suck my dick on this pier. Like... Let me cheering off while good Robert gets there in the back and has a look at some pants. That guy's really fast to trust me, a vampire who he knows almost nothing about. I mean, he knows about, like, my reputation as a blood specialist, but, like, I've been a blood specialist for a while. That is an amazing cover for a vampire, and it seems unlikely. I would personally... I know that it is literally a coincidence, except it isn't, because this game was written by human beings who made that decision. But if it wasn't... But it's so unlikely a coincidence that if I knew any of these people, I wouldn't believe that it
Oh,
were.
Doctor, what a night. We lost 2 more patients. Nurse Scow said she couldn't take it anymore and resigned.
Yes, well, I'll make
Yeah,
a new
she
rotor
wrote
in
her
the morning.
resignation in blood and
Meantime, find a
disappeared in the middle of her shift.
good bed for Mr. Hampton. Be sure to pay attention to his needs.
Of course, Doctor.
Oh, and Dorothy,
Yes, Doctor?
Dr. Reed here has just returned from the front. He served King and Country. Will
He's
be
still got a
joining us
bullet
here in
hole.
Pembroke. We're very lucky to have gained a surgeon of his talent, and one so experienced in blood transfusions.
No
That
one
is
is
good
better from
news
taking
indeed,
blood
Doctor.
from someone. It's giving him the back that gives him the trouble. Wah. She got blood on her bottom.
Here at Pembroke, it's not what we have, but what we haven't. It's only thanks to Nurse Crane and the staff that our ship doesn't sink. If you have any questions, just ask her.
Duly noted. Thank you.
Your assistance is required, Dr. Swansea,
Welcome
immediately.
aboard, Jonathan. We'll catch up after my rounds. Coming, Nurse Crane. I'm coming.
I said that before, the filth. Analyze William
locked, all right.
Bishop's blood in the hospital. Ah, yes.
You can do better than that. It's my turn.
Well, I just watched you murder someone.
Each heart contains the seeds of life.
Oh.
Drink at this river. Try it all.
Alright. haunted by monsters there for a sec. Can I step out of this terrible nightmare? No, I can't. It's a plot orchestrated horrible nightmare.
I won't bite.
But
Sir,
I will.
please. You've lost too much blood. Calm yourself.
You think I didn't notice? Stop your staring and get me to an hospital, you arse!
Oh, I get it. A rude person.
Insulting a good Samaritan. Not exactly the way to get...
Why are all my options the options of a virtuant dickhead?
Sorry.
I'm not gonna give the... If I met a stabbed person and he was being rude to me, I would have different
That's a very nasty wound.
fucking priorities.
Take my word, I am a doctor. Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Don't introduce
No, Clay
yourself. He's...
I'd appreciate you helping me.
A man has
about
been
place.
stabbed, sir.
Follow me,
Be a
Mr. Cox.
doctor at all.
Let me assist you to that better place.
There's how much XP you will obtain for a particular citizen. The higher the blood quality, the more XP you get. To drink blood of your prey, you first need to memorize them to lead them out of sight of others. To memorize level, you must equal. Your memorize level must equal. I don't want to kill this man! Do I have no choice? Must this man be murdered?
Bring this fading light into the shadows. Dance with him the dance of life and death.
What the fuck is that chanting meant to be? Blood. Something blood. Something blood. You will provide a massive XP boost, but aware there will be consequences. Learning more about citizens and collecting their hints will increase the experience gained. I want to release this guy! Okay, alright. Release this guy.
No more. Not tonight. Not like this. I will not take another life.
I bet that was really reassuring for the stabbed man I've just marched into an alleyway. I won't kill him! Like... Is he not... He's not healthy! He's... been stabbed!
What happened? Whoa, I feel...
Do I actually not have the option to do anything with this guy?
What happened?
He was, like, dying really not long ago. Oh, I'll come back for you later as well, bud. When it's time. Sanitized, healthy, stable, serious, critical, and hostile. Okay, so they're almost doctor levels, I guess. Oh, I'm gonna have your blood at one point, mate. Do not you worry. Alright, Clay, I'll see you later, bud. Okay, so the more important a character is, I guess, the more XP I get for eating them.
It is wise for the huntsman to sometimes let his prey go. But no famished hunter can run for long.
Okay. Interesting angle there on the whole huntsman thing, I guess. Clay's still down there. I don't know who this woman is. Hello, lady. Hey, quick! How good's your blood?
I'm Dr.
Out
Johnson,
of 10.
the new surgeon.
How good would you say your blood
Dr.
is?
Swansea has already told us about you, sir. I'm Nurse Gwyneth Brannigan. Welcome to the Pembroke Hospital.
That's a very, very
It's a good
local
thing I
name.
wasn't hoping to keep a low profile.
All members of staff have already read about your new blood transfusion technique.
Right out of the neck!
Dr. Swansea
What?
made sure of that.
This is
I
so
see. Well, I'm a little
ridiculous!
surprised, but I suppose I'll just have to deal with this.
Swansea's just like,
unexpected
oh, he just slips it right out of the neck, he does. Slurps
Blood
it up.
transfusions are Dr. Swansea's primary subject of research.
You'd
He is
assume he'd be the guy who knew about it.
How are things here?
Not good, to say the least. We're struggling against an invisible enemy, more lethal than any bullet from a gun. It's hard, Doctor.
More lethal
An
even than a
invisible
bite
enemy.
to the neck.
Quite a poetic.
Maybe.
term
I don't know.
for disease,
Jesus
especially
Christ,
for men.
everyone's
Sorry,
dead.
Doctor.
Like,
These last few weeks have been exhausting.
alright.
All do with a good
It's
night's
like...
sleep.
It's like if he'd fucked a pig,
Do you think
and then
this
he just
hospital
walks
can
into a
survive?
room where no one knows
We're
that he's
all
fucked a pig,
volunteers,
and they're all talking about
and we're trying
bacon.
to hold
It's
fast,
like, Oh, do you
we
know?
get
He's
to
like,
visit
oh,
the
the
king?
doctor said about
Some
how
nurses
much you
are
enjoy
already resigned.
bacon. And I'm just like, oh, you can fuck off. Which, believe it or not, genuinely falls within the realms of political satire here in England now. So far we've gone. It's an old... It's not even the current Prime Minister that's a joke about. It's the Prime Minister who gave up. Like, he just quit. He couldn't fucking... He was like, nah, I'm done. We made a decision so bad. We, like, as a country made a decision so bad. The guy who was elected, who, like, wanted to be Prime Minister bad enough to run an election, was like, fuck it. And just walked off, just quit. I mean, I get why. You don't want to be the guy who ruins your fucking country. But, like...
He just doesn't know when to stop and get some rest.
Now his blood is even more valuable.
Nurse Brannigan, if you do know something, please tell me. Anything you say will be held in confidence.
I'm just going to harass everyone in the
I
hospital.
may disagree with some conduct, but in the end, everybody is doing their best.
Good lad. Oh, that's all the life in London stuff, isn't it? Personal questions. I guess I'll ask personal questions to you later.
Call me if you need.
Oh, I get it. You talk to everyone to find out secrets that you can then use to pry other secrets out of other people until eventually you've got every secret. What do you know, weird man?
Good evening, sir.
So it is true. The famous Dr. Reed has joined us. I can't think of any better news during these terrible times.
Do we know each other?
I might just start eating people. I've been thinking about it. This playthrough might just be a playthrough where I eat everyone I meet.
Tippets, yes, I remember. I was assisting.
I'm gonna go back
Professor
downstairs
Tyrrell
and
in
eat that
his
guy.
research about coronary bypasses. He had nothing but praise for you.
He was also very confident about your future. And look at you now.
Eating people in the
Eminent surgeon
sewers.
And blood transfusion specialist.
And also that, yes. Alright. No personal questions, because I don't have any hints.
You're exhausting yourself, Corcoran. Maybe you should think about preserving your strength.
No. We must keep on healing all those poor souls.
What a...
We are the
Did I just use my vampire voice? Did I just...
Once more, unto the breach.
Did I just... Alright. I can't mesmerize him. Ooh, I can medical check up him. Do I have any details for this guy? I do. He's exhausting himself and refuses to stop working. Alright, so what I should do is...
You've nothing to prove, Dr. Tippets, to anybody. And we all praise your experience. Please, have some rest.
I am perfectly fine, and I am not too old for this job.
Can I
You're exhausting
use a
yourself,
different one now?
No.
You've nothing.
Okay, yep, I just skipped through. Oh, and he's not interested. Oh, okay. So you've got to figure out how to talk to... Oh, this is
can you tell
interesting.
me about the
All of a
staff?
sudden, I'm interested. You've got to figure out how to talk to
Some are
these
really
idiots.
good, and others are not so good. But during this troubled period, there is no
Do you want
time
to
for
face
slander.
me?
I
By the
prefer to
way, you
focus
just
on
kind of...
positive character traits.
You're like at a 20-degree angle directly away from me. It's ridiculous. As in, he's 20 degrees from being perfect. Now he just goes back to me, but like...
Tell me more about cherished people, then.
Nurse Brannigan is a pearl. She is the most helpful and dedicated nurse I've ever worked with. A clever and cheerful...
Is she? Because I just met her,
Seem
and she
to
seemed
admire
like a
her
friggin'...
skills.
I mean, I
I'll go
don't...
even further. If she was a man, she would be a damn fine practitioner.
If only she was worth a
Any
damn,
opinion
because of
about
the
the
lack of
management?
penis that she's got going
I
on.
don't
What a
always
fool.
agree with Dr. Swansea's reserve, but I must
Which
admit
sounds like an
she does
amazing
all she
brandy,
can to
Dr.
keep this
Swansea's
facility
reserve.
running during this crisis.
Ah, yes, the burden of command. I was fed up with this concept while serving as a medical officer.
Don't get me wrong. Swansea's a good administrator. I just
What a
wish he
weird-
would get out of his office down again.
Just either turn to face me or stop dancing, you weird guy. Alright. Alright, I'm out.
Goodbye, Dr. Tippett.
I think I'll come back and bother you later, I think. Oh, you get XP just for chatting to people as well.
Doctor,
So you can
where
just
have you
talk
been?
your way into being the vampire
I play hide
lord.
and seek with new staff members, no matter how illustrious they may be.
It looks like you've been playing
I
hide and
found a
seek with
wounded
something,
man by
you
the docks. He
bloody
answers to
monster.
the name of Clay Cox. He requires urgent medical attention.
Oh, okay. I can actually help
Already
that guy.
making the rounds. That's the Pembroke spirit. I'll ask our porter, Milton, to bring him back immediately.
Thank you, nurse.
Just send a guy.
What can I do
Like,
for you?
there's a man dying
Dr.
in
Swansea
the
insisted
sewer.
we
He's like,
provide
all
you
right,
a
send
quiet
a
office.
bloke.
You'll find it on the second floor with your name on the door.
Which is handy.
Nurse Crane, isn't it?
Yes, Dorothy Crane. Welcome to Pembroke Hospital, Dr. Reed. Your office has been prepared.
I'm gonna go in there and eat some blood.
I would like to ask a few questions.
Hampton. How is Mr. Hampton? All right, goodbye.
Thank you,
Faggot.
Nurse Crane.
All right. When do I get to kill some people? Like, because I've just been having awkward chats with folk. City, you. Okay. All right.
Dr.
Am I
Swansea
going
is
to eat
right.
somebody? Can I eat this
place
guy?
seems perfect
Can
to
I eat
conduct my research.
this woman?
Good evening,
Let's
nurse.
see if I can eat
Good
this
evening,
woman.
Doctor. I don't...
And I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Well, it's a euphemism that your help will be appreciated, Doctor.
A euphemism? Are you gonna fuck
Goodbye,
me?
Nurse Hawkins.
She's quite pretty, so I wouldn't be against it, but like... It's a euphemism that your help would be appreciated. What? It's a euphemism. It's an understatement I would understand. Ooh, it does have my name on it. Check it out. Oh, just in case I couldn't... What a fabulous amount of redundancies in a single image. Right, let's get
This must
through.
be the place.
Ooh, it's a
It's
hideout.
definitely away from prying eyes.
Here I can
Relegated
murder
to
her
the
to my
shadows.
heart's content.
A kingdom of my own.
Why?
At least I won't be sleeping in a coffin.
That would be the only thing that I could enjoy
The
about you
flower
as a
is dying.
character at this point.
It needs water.
Can I water the flower? Shall I get the flower some water? Ooh, there's some glass in there. A handy little notepad. I don't care for that. Nope. No water over there. Alright, this plant. I will murder literally hundreds during the course of this game, but that plant will live. Aluminium powder. That's, I guess, good. Exactly the Ritz. Right, it's considering whatever's good about Echen in the last few years. We'll read about it. Okay. As long as you don't use the knowledge to take advantage of me. Sexually.
The flower's dying. It needs water.
And there's a sink there, and yet I cannot combine the two. I refuse to feel bad about that. Alright, and a workbench. Can I craft some water? Like some plant water. Medical treatment steals 6 citizens. Serums to boost yourself. Weapon upgrade to improve and customize your weapons. And analyze the components you find to unlock new recipes. Click on the to analyze components. Okay. Blood sample of William You have enough components to improve one of your weapons. Right trigger. And select a melee weapon to upgrade it. What do I use to upgrade things? Used bludgeon or used... I want to use a machete or a... I guess I'd rather... Oh, actually. Oh, no, it's just a melee weapon, isn't it, that I can upgrade? Can I not upgrade? No, I can't upgrade my shotgun, which is obviously every man's dream. I can upgrade my machete. I can't upgrade my machete. I can upgrade my machete. I just can't upgrade my super machete. Not so fucking common anymore, are you, boy? Alright, enhanced damage or enhanced handling. Minus stamina, or... I guess stamina, because I could use stamina for more stuff than just hitting. So have it do less stamina is handy. Okay. Now I don't have a common machine. Is it a used... No, it's a common one, not a used one. One of those filthy second-hand machetes that we've heard so much about.
More unstable than human blood and shows extensive mutation. But this is not what happened to me. I must keep on searching.
Have you tasted your own blood yet?
The sun is about to rise. I can feel it. I'll continue tomorrow night.
You're not speaking.
I have so much time now.
Yeah, you're probably immortal, which is, some would say, the most amount of time a person can have. In fact, it's more time than people can have. It's an infinite quantity of time. How much is it to increase, to evolve? How much would it cost me to evolve this sweet ability of mine? Alright, so I've got to go into the abilities to see how much it's going to cost. To create an invisible barrier. Blood barrier coagulation. You will block your target's blood in their veins. What in God's name? That is an absurd thing to have the power to do. Increase your health, increase your stamina, blood, increase your blood absorption. Blood absorption is probably useful. Bite people harder. Okay. Is it just all called Big Thirst and they're just none of them's called Big Gulp, which I think is a shame. Level 5 required for my medical bag. Here's the damage inflicted when using bite. Increase your life generation when using bite. Yeah, probably do that. Because I'm planning on biting people a lot because I'm a vampire and that's, I hear, what we do. Probably want more blood capacity as well. Fuck it. Because as I say, I'm a vampire and I hear that's what we do. Oh, I have leveled up quite quickly. Alright. Serums? Increase the number of bullets. I don't know what a serum is. Blood cauldron. It's kind of like the black cauldron, I presume. Spraying your form of super can remove your target and cause damage upon landing. Drain stamina to fade into the shadows and become invisible to most enemies. Moving the entity state will drain more stamina. I can't even do that. Alright. No, I don't. I guess confirm. I'll save some XP for later. The following night.
If I'm to stay here until my research is complete, I'd better learn to hide my true nature from the mortals.
The mortals. God, he is it's been 2 nights and you've adjusted. Okay. I guess I'm gonna... Can I not just...
The flower's dying. It needs water.
Can I just not get it some then? What is wrong with you, buddy? Like... Alright, am I... Okay, is someone waiting for me outside? Yeah, you are. Alright. What do you want?
Yes, Nurse Crane? How can I help you?
I'm so sorry. I know Dr. Swansea wanted you to rest, but we have somewhat of a crisis.
A crisis, you say?
Our supply of antiseptics is nearly depleted. I was hoping there was another box up here, but...
Oh, I see. I'm going to craft some antiseptics for you.
Sorry. There's nothing here.
Some of the patients won't last the night without them. Honestly, sir, I'm beside myself.
Isn't an antiseptic something you use to clean surgical instruments?
During the war, drugs shortage was a daily problem, and we had to use our wits to overcome the shortages.
Piss on them.
However do you mean?
If combined correctly, certain household chemical products can be used in a pinch instead. Now, where's the hospital storeroom?
The storeroom? Fat chance. This is the Pembroke, and space is luxury we don't have. Everything used to be stored in the old
cool.
morgue.
Yeah, where the dead... Yeah, no. Just let the dead people fart on them all day. What in hell's name is wrong with these
building
people?
Behind the hospital. You
God
need to go in the back door
damn
because
it,
it's been sealed
woman.
off for sanitary reasons. Take this key. It opens a small back entrance at the end of a narrow street.
The abandoned morgue behind the hospital. A small door at the end of a narrow street. On my way then. Thank you, nurse.
Alright, let's get out there and commit some grotesque murders, I presume. This is, like, weirdly action light for a game about being a vampire. Like, it's weirdly... It feels like it's going to be very... Not dialogue heavy necessarily, but, like, being nice to nurses heavy, which is a weird... It's a weird angle for any kind of video game project. Yeah, it's around the back, so it's down a street. I'm gonna go off here. I'm gonna get mugged, and then I'm gonna eat them. God, I hope I get mugged, because I really want to eat somebody. Is there anyone around? Is there anyone? I'm all like...
is in the garden. I should investigate.
Yes!
If I were to find somebody.
Then I'd have to eat them too, babies. Let's get around here. Oh, hello, you friggin' assholes. I'll get my machete out. Hey, boys. What are you guys up to? Kinda eating around. No, that guy's still kind of alive. I'm gonna eat this idiot too. Should have brought more friends, you fool. Come get me. Come get me. Up. Oh, these guys are way weak. What even? Why do you even come around here? Could you not smell me? Is this not like predatory animals where you should have been able to smell that I would entirely trash your fucking universe and just not come near. Hey, yeah. Oh shit. Alright, there's a few here. He's dead. I'm gonna eat this, jackass. Oh shit. Oh, come on. Alright, yeah, no, I pressed the wrong button there. Just knock this asshole over. Eat another human being. Use my monster hand. Oh. Do you not have, like, another way of fucking with me other than just kind of angry jumping? Oh, shit. There we are. Get some health back. Eat this jackass. I am, like, way more fragile than I think I am every time something happens. There we go. Get my health back up. Are you gonna come get me? Oh, what? Like, I am... This combat is a lot more, like, demanding on you than I feel like it ought to be. And that's not... That's definitely me fucking up. But, like, each time anything... Oh, shit. And then we kind of danced around each other awkwardly. Needn't... Like, there's a weird amount of just attacks that just they don't apparently need to worry about. Like, there's a weird amount of attacks that they can just pull on you and then you either die or just definitely get hit. Oh no, a dead man. Oh no, he died. He died because he was eaten by vampires, maybe. Oh, a watery, sturdy blood sample, which I will undoubtedly use. Bring back the wallet to its owner. Oh, mate, dude, I think I've got some news for you about its owner. I don't want to skip ahead. I don't want to look like I'm reading a friggin' maxi games guide. I don't know what game guides currently exist. Other game guides are available. Hello, bud. Oh, Sean Hampton's in there. Oh yeah, I met him before. He was the guy on the boat, wasn't he? Right, yeah. Gonna eat this monster. No, come get me, idiot. Yeah. Why is he keeping that machete as well, is what I would like to know. Old watery blood samples. Oh, that old nanky watery blood. Midnight in the Garden of Good and Evil. Is it down here? Where exactly am I? Which goddamn direction is my big old Y button pointing it at? Oh, is he off here, maybe? Is the owner in here? Is the owner about? Where am I? That's something about the influenza epidemic, so I presume you're not too far away. Is that gonna get... Is that gonna disappear? Yeah, it is gonna disappear when I get near, isn't it? Alright. I'll do my little weird posh boy run down the street. Can I just find out who that was? Hang on. There he is. Life, stamina, blood. Local investigation, citizen menu, main quest. To the old morgue. Oh, okay. The wallet owner is just like somewhere in this zone. Alright. I've got to find some happy-looking, amicable black guy, I presume? Are you anyone?
Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Reed.
Your name has no meaning to me, mortal.
Oh, cool!
You're nothing but
You're also a vampire,
by the
probably.
winds of eternity.
I beg your pardon?
What are you begging for, mortal? My clemency? Well, tonight maybe I'm inclined to mercy. You'll never forget the night you met Thelma Howcroft.
You keep calling me mortal. Why is that? And if I'm mortal, what are you?
Well, Dr. Reed.
Oh, okay.
You must know. I'm a vampire.
Ooh, spooky as shit. Just immediately tell her that you are as well. Ah, she's two whole mesmerizations.
And why do you believe you're a vampire?
I don't need to believe anything. It is what I am.
Is she a vampire?
It is what I
is she
feel
just a
within this
woman who's gone
hollow
mad?
shell of flesh.
Oh, well, you talk like one already, I suppose.
I see.
Never. Delusional, you say? Oh, sad and petty mortal.
Thelma is affected by cartoon syndrome and believes she's a vampire. Oh, so she isn't? She isn't? I presume?
You can't even begin to understand the concept of immortality.
I am a
And
vampire and I
it's
think you're nuts.
Who am delusional.
Like,
Please, describe to me how you feel.
oh, you
What
smug
is it like
asshole.
to be a vampire?
William? I feel like his name's William.
Hear my
I don't...
body crumble from the inside as my flesh cracks and fades. I sense the last pulse of postulant blood within my drying veins. I need new blood.
I'll leave you, Mistress of the Dark.
I wish I could be sick again. Feel my blood boil with fever.
A daily routine. Just constant fear and disgust. Endless, some would say. Right, I'll get round back there. Have a check out in the morgue. See if I can't find an amicable looking large guy. Yeah, he'll be back over there. He'll be ill or something. Oh. Well, that was dark. Find usable medicinal ingredients in the old morgue. Man, if I knew what those things were, I'd have a much easier time getting them, I reckon. Glass vial. And... okay, yeah, these super senses are only for things they can eat, I presume. Oh, they're all upstairs except for one of them, which is downstairs? I presume in some variety of basement. Well, a morgue is typically in a basement as well, like, in order to ensure that it's... A, because it's cool, and B, because, like, it's easier to ensure no insects and things get in, because you've basically just hollowed out a space in the earth and surrounded it with bricks. So, I don't know how to get down into a basement. Although, heading for the stairs is probably not a terrible idea.
It's locked.
Oh, wonderful. I'm going to have to go up first. There are just... this is a bit... people come in here, you asshole. Like, you can't just be wandering around in my building eating people, you jackass. This isn't Bloodborne. People work here. You're about to get yourself the goddamn monster hand, is what you're about.
Behavior is similar to the infected William Bishop. Must be the same strain.
You
The
were...
sickness moves
you have
faster
been a
than
vampire for a
influenza.
day. You don't get to friggin' diagnose vampirism now. Like, give it a week, mate. God. She dead? Dressed like the military. Alright, cool. I presume she's one of these vampire hunters who I've heard so much about. Out in here? Yeah, there's a key. Oh, there's a key.
Surely grant me access to the basement.
Oh, sweet. Medical stuff. There was 2 bottles of alcohol in there with her. But I think William's sneaking painkillers, not telling anyone, would be my estimate at this moment in time, frankly. Oh, William, have you sensed something? Do your vampire fucking spidey sense letting you know? Get out of it, you dick. Well, I guess you're entirely dead now, aren't you, bud? Ooh. We are behind some quine. Quinine? Quinine.
Balls of Mars. Fortifiers. As popular as they are ineffective.
Oh, you smug
they
fucking...
do contain iron tartrate, and that might prove itself useful.
Oh, these are totally unuseful. Also, yesterday I didn't believe vampires existed. Like, shut up, William, you smug bitch. Oh. Well, teleporting vampires. Get down into the morgue. Which was locked just now, so I presume it's totally empty of no vampires at all. Alright. I suppose that's fine. Can I sneak? Do I have the ability to sneak? I don't.
From corpses and the husks of animals. They're not after blood.
Ah, did you figure that out all by yourself, William, you big boy? Alright, let's dance. See what this asshole has. Oh. Couple of bullets. Useless to me because I don't carry a gun for whatever reason. Should I carry a gun? I think I'm going to start carrying a gun again. Hang on. Can I equip a gun? I just think it's going to be useful to shoot these assholes, you know what I mean? Offhand. Alright, so it's a stake or a shotgun. Alright, yeah, okay. What I'm going to do, instead of that guy, I'm going to have a club and a shotgun. Shotgun, pistol's better. For the moment, at least, so I can start goddamn 6-gunning these assholes. Anything interesting over here? Ooh, a rogue skull. Oh, are you also... Have you seen me? No, you're just having a fucking party over there, aren't you, bud? There's 2 skull in here. What? Eat this asshole. Easy enough. Oh, there we are. Club this one. Just go wild with a billy club on him. See what happens. Nice! Alright, I'm starting to get turned around on the whole guns being better than a bit of wood thing. Come at me, idiot. Oh shit. Get behind him. Nice. I keep doing that like it... That actually... What I do like about Vampire Vision is, other than people, it actually shows you less. So there's like... There's a good reason why you'd root around in a building without using it. Because I've been thinking a big problem I had with games that generally have a... Here's your secret mode where you get to see extra shit. Is that there's no reason to turn them off. Whereas in this, no, you just... You see less other than monsters. It's good for knowing where all your monsters is. Are you just facing me? You are just facing me. Do you wanna have a go? You reckon you're hard enough? Oh shit. Yeah, no, I've changed my mind. Guns are well good. I don't think we at Hollywood Metal have an opinion on I don't think we have an official opinion on, like, the Second Amendment and all that kind of tricky situation about whether a militia can effectively be argued to constitute just people, or whether a militia is in fact intended to be a separate organized group, like a self-contained, well-regulated and organized militia, say to insist upon the rights of individual states as something approaching like a National Guard style organization, or whether that is meant to be intended, the one man, one gun system. But I'll tell you this: if you're being attacked by vampires in the basement of a London hotel in the Victorian. If you're being attacked by vampires in the morgue of a London, if you're being attacked by vampires in the basement of a London morgue in the Victorian era, then a gun is probably better than a bat. I've not checked with anyone else, but I'm pretty sure that that's on the level. A new citizen investigation available. You can find out some more shit. Well, it's an investigation menu. Displayed by and categorized. You can start a new citizen by tracking it and then use A to access your map to locate the area to explore. Okay, so midnight in the Garden of Gunnery, bring back the wallet. Alright, so I know something about that guy. Uncle Pembroke's ambulance driver, confessed to a patient who was bringing up to the hospital, attacked him. He escaped through the facility's garden but lost his wallet. The attacker must have been quite violent for Milton refuses to return there anymore. Maybe I should search the garden and see for myself what's going on. Okay, and so...
Mr. Connor's injuries don't match the report. I'd better look into this.
Right, let's have a poke about with this dead guy.
Traces of a pinkish foam at the corner of the lips. Some sort of drug overdose, perhaps?
Some wild junkie who cut himself open, presumably.
Multiple abrasions and scarring on the arms.
I know that's what an autopsy looks like. I've seen enough autopsies to know what an autopsy looks like. I was making a joke.
The chest was originally open to perform the operation.
You see?
The sutures are clean, but the chest has been reopened.
It's full of cocaine.
A puncture over the left lung, possibly a chest tube insertion. Not the cleanest work, but I think it was successful.
Maybe someone filled him with cocaine and smuggled him into London. He's like
Signs
Pablo the drug mule dog.
Bleeding.
Which was fantastic. That I would advise anyone to look up the Pablo the drug mule dog commercials. It's a dog voiced by David Mitchell who has been used as a drug mule and now, and he's like a zombie maybe, but he's like sensible about it.
It's time we talked.
I'm gonna have some really angry conversations with Tibbets. How did Tibbets get down here? This place just packed with monsters. Can I take that bone saw? I cannot. Can I take that? Dagger. Ooh, a Linson knife. Acquire a new type of offhand weapon. Equip it and press Y to directly absorb blood. Oh, shite. Alright. Let's see what happens. Nope. Sorry, all the menus are weird. Why do I even have all this shit? A long and sharp surgical knife. Is it better than a gun? Let's find out, I guess. Right. Some sodium hydrochlorite. Are you in here? You are not. Oh, there's gonna be a monster in here, isn't there? I mean, there's already a monster in here, and it's me. But, like, there's going to be another monster in here, isn't there? Ooh. Alright. Okay, game. See what you do in there? You just left that in the middle of a big room, did you? Ooh, the door's shut behind me. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, here we are. It's John Doe, the foulest of all the dead people. Alright, come get me, idiot. Oop, shit. Oh, oh no. Oh. Have you got, like, ghost forms coming after me as well? Am I gonna have to beat them up as... Oh, shit. Yeah, you kind of teleport, but you don't go the whole way straight away, don't you? What are you doing, you weirdo? Get out of it. Oh. What? I'm gonna stab you with the big knife. Eat a dick, doughboy. Oh. Oh, you just kind of teleporting after me, ain't you, lad? Well, I have a bat, so you can, as far as I'm concerned, you fuck yourself. There we are. Stab him a bit. Get him all stabbed. Ooh. Come at me. Come at me, dough. Alright. Get some knives in. Come on, dance! Come on, come get me! Bop, bop, bop! Oh, shit, got me. I suppose I did say all those times. Oh, claw hand you. Ooh, shit. You've got your weird ghost monster coming after me, I see. gonna make a move? He's gonna make a move. Here he comes. I'll hand him.
These scowls can be so ferocious. I'm not sure I can defeat them without becoming stronger. To drink blood is so tempting.
You didn't need to say the last bit. I think we all understood the subtext. I'm not an idiot.
Hypochlorite. Dangerous to administer, but efficient in the proper dosage.
Anything useful? Oh, I can't use that to check. I've got to run around and rub my sensual body up against all the friggin' closets of this room in order to see if there's anything worth looking at. I understand now, games. I know now why you do what you do. Is there anything there? Oh, it's a workbench. Alright. Ooh, and now I can make light blood serums. 60 blood points. Or light regeneration serum. Regenerate 300 pounds per second. Wait. Another 150 over 10 seconds. Treatment for the cold. You can cure the cold with glass, cloves, codeine, and potassium pomegranate. Potassium pomegranate? Pomegranate. Alright. Suppose that makes sense. Alright. Let's get some fucking vampiring done, shall we? Craft the treatment for fatigue. Oh, yeah, I should have used the desk in there. What was I thinking? Get in there, boy. Craft the treatment for fatigue. What? Treatment for fatigue. Quintine for assurance. Okay. Anemia, sepsis, pneumonia, bronchitis, and the cold. I'm just kind of am a doctor in this, aren't I? And this might be good. Like, I keep swinging back and forth on this. Like, the combat's kind of clunky and weird, and the dialogue is kind of... Like, the writing isn't great. But if this is a game about, like, curing people and dividing your time between making, like, medicine for dudes and hunting monsters, and, like... Oh. Well. You're right there, bud. Just gonna stab you a bit, probably. Just kind of... God, I hope that was a monster and I didn't just club a dude to death. I mean, he was kind of stood there all bloody and monster-like, so I think he was probably a monster. But he wasn't doing that until I started clubbing him, so maybe... I don't know. Either the AI fucked up or I'm a bad person. Probably both. Doesn't have to be just the one. Oh, I see you're running out. I see you're running out of the way there, buddy. Alright, well, I'm just going to ignore you. You can fucking mind your own business. Oh, there. Oh, okay. You weren't high. Okay, you weren't like laying a trap for me. You're just that dumb. Okay, I see it. I get you. Okay. Just a weird up here look for a moment while I try and figure out what's going on. Oh. Bloody hell, mate. Like, learn to dodge a little. Jeez. Eat him. Doesn't use a lot of blood as well, that ability. Nice. Oh, shit. Oh, come on, lads. Yeah, because the dodge has like a very small pause on it as you go in. So if you're used to like games slightly more responsive than this, it will feel kind of clumsy and a little bit unfair for a minute. I'm gonna stab you over and over until you can't do shit about it, son. Well, you're one club from hell. Oh. Ooh. He hit you with that one, didn't he, bud? Hey, asshole. Oh, you missed my goddamn sweet monster hand. What are you doing? What an ass. Monster hand. There we go. Got all of the monster hand. Are you a friend of mine? Was I meant to know you? No, you're just dead. Alright, cool. Nice to know no characters who were named or had any personalities have died, even though, like... Surely that'd be a better idea? Just to have kind of, like, introduce a character quite early on, be like, oh, this is going to be interesting, you're going to be a guy who's going to be in it for a while. Kill them off, and then it's like, ooh, now who's going to die? You know? Because you can kill off important characters. I think that's kind of part of the pull. Why not just have them die as well sometimes? You know? I don't have to be God. In order to enjoy a game about... Not every power fantasy has to be a game about literally being God. Maybe that would be fun. I'm probably overthinking it. It's in here.
It's locked, all right.
Well, I suppose I don't know. How's that fitness? Was that the guy with the... I think that might be the guy with the wallet. Is it his wallet? God, I hope it is. Hello, buddy.
Good evening. I'm Dr.
How many dark-skinned doctors are there reasonably in... Can I reasonably expect to meet in a Victorian friggin...
Are you a doctor too?
Not anymore, sir.
Hospital.
I used to be Dr. Rakesh Chadana. Now, I'm just Mr. Chadana, pawnbroker and humble guardian of this morgue.
It's full of monsters.
You used to be a doctor.
Bud.
Was your license revoked?
I've not been paying attention to it.
It is just that I like to be precise. I run a little pawn shop while taking care of the dead. But I used to be a real doctor.
What's going on in...
Are you afraid or uneasy being surrounded by so many corpses?
Why should I? These bodies are empty vessels. Flesh left to decay. Poof. No soul anymore. All gone.
Oh, buddy, if only you knew how many goddamn things are...
An interesting...
So do you never go in there, then? Because it was full of monsters.
An exotic one, too. Most people fear, or at least have a respect, for dead flesh.
Not me, I eat it, but like...
As a medic during the war, I learned to face my death, and the death of others. It's the pain we have to tame, not death itself.
Alright. I guess let's...
Please
do you have
show
anything?
Me what you have to sell.
Of course. It's just
opium. Sweet, sweet opium, baby. Can I use opium for anything? Is opium cool? London citizens... With the rise of the epidemic and the rampant shortage of legal medications, London citizens, for its sedative and anesthetic properties, have recently used opium again. The item descriptions are weirded like fucking Yoda wrote them. What the fuck? Figure it out, buds. Ooh, hello, cowboy lady. Oh, I like this. I just get little pictures of people's faces.
Finally, you've returned, Doctor. Did you
Well,
find
no, you
anything of
sent me
value?
off for,
Yes, nurse.
You've worked your first miracle, Doctor. Now, this patient here needs
Oh
immediate
god, her mouth
treatment.
terrified me. Her mouth's
Duty
just a
calls.
little bit too wise for her
When the
face,
storm
and that's
has
kind of
passed, I'll
unsettled
show
me for a
you how
second.
to mix the remedy yourself with the same basic ingredients.
And how to fight all the
Many
monsters
thanks,
I had
Doctor.
to fight in order to get down there.
When you finished, you ought to report to Dr. Swansea in his office. He's been looking for you. Seemed pressing.
It's been 8 hours since I ate a person, and he's like worried about it. Good quality of assistant. Use the correct medicine to heal them. Oh my god! So, like, the best evil vampire is, like, very, like, patiently mixing remedies for everyone and, like, paying close attention to their life story so that when he eats them, he'll get the maximum value. What a fucking weird fucking thing to exist. A rat in the hospital. Which you don't want, because it's a rat, you see. Hello there, lady.
Calm the children.
Citizen Blood will provide you with a massive XP boost. Look for citizens for your mesmerized level or below and choose wisely. Alright, I'm gonna get up some stairs. Fortunately, are just over... Oh, are you a guy? Prevent disease. Is that Nicolas Cage? That picture looks a lot like Nicolas Cage trying not to cough in public. No further questions, Your Honor. Let's go see Mr. Swansea. Oh, that sad goddamn...
It's locked, all right.
Sad goddamn violin music all the moments.
Please, Jonathan.
Oh, practice your fucking Hamlet at home, mate. He's about to, I guarantee it.
Fascinating, is it not? In the last decade, so many mysteries have been brought to light.
You're not going to practice Hamlet?
The human
I'm waiting for
body.
it. Ooh, you make love to that skeleton.
Frontier. The more we explore its boundaries, the less we're able to trace a clear line between life and death.
Mer.
You, my friend, have a foot in both countries. The view must be vertiginous.
It's at least as vertiginous as chatting about vampires with you, I would say.
I choose to believe vertiginous is a kind of
This area
plant.
of town, the hospital, a brand new life. How stimulating it must be.
I wish I could share your
hitting on me?
enthusiasm, Dr. Swansea, but my condition defies scientific categorization. Undead? Unalive? Immortality defies logic.
I cannot express my thrill at this serendipitous turn of events. The world's most eminent specialist in blood transfusions, a vampire.
Yeah, I know, right?
One might say a gift from heaven.
One might say hacky writing. I'm a living paradox. Yeah, go.
There is an
go for it.
absurd poetry to my situation. Physician, heal thyself.
Forgive me.
Quoting something?
I've been an admirer of your work for a long time, and now you are so much more than a brilliant physician. And please...
He's hitting on me. Why do you want to fuck me so bad? I'm like a weird, scrawny, tall... He's kind of No, he is kind of handsome. I'll give him that. He's not a bad-looking guy. We need each other. I'm flirting with you.
Student, Edgar. I understand we both have something to gain from this
relationship. Oh my god.
I have a task for you, Jonathan. Something that will require all your newfound skills.
Ooh.
Please, go on.
Promises,
The Pembroke
Edgar.
only survives through the generosity of our benefactors. Unfortunately,
Are you asking
our
me to
main
sell my
donor
body?
has found herself in a bit of a bind. Now, if you could help her out...
A spokesman or politician is what you need. That's not my calling.
Oh no, she has way too much blood.
Until I come to understand what has happened to me, I require discretion.
Discretion is in order, Jonathan. Lady Ashbury has recently received rather indelicate correspondence that, if revealed, would jeopardize her position.
And you would like me to eradicate this threat?
I merely suggest that the man in question has probably too much blood.
I would just like you to pay her a visit.
Fuck her,
ladyship
silly.
is
Make sure
certainly
that
near
she's
the
got all
tents
the money.
outside, tending the sick.
Why?
You can't miss her.
She's a
Look for
rich...
someone
Her job is to pay for
possibly
things and not be involved. That's the...
Accepted. I'll see what kind of trouble Lady
The whole
Ashbury
point
is
of
in.
the rich in like helping hospitals is for them to give money and stay the fuck out of your way. What are you doing here? You haven't got a medical degree. I know that you haven't, because there are much more qualified women in this hospital who also can't get medical degrees because we are in the Victorian era. What in God's name do you think you're doing? Oh, hello. No, we are in the Victorian era. I mean, you couldn't trust any woman to know what she was doing, but anyone who has more money than has enough money can buy their way into pretending, I suppose. Which is a shame, really. Like, there's a woman over there who genuinely knows what she's about, and she can't get a medical degree, and this woman gets to pretend just because she has a checkbook. I should eat her. I'm going to eat the rich. This is what the plague is going to be. I'm just going to eat the rich. Every rich person I meet is going to get fucking snacks
Mr.
on.
Rainfield,
I guarantee it.
That's no way to talk. You're in good hands here, and we'll be up again soon enough.
Oh, you are gonna... Your neck looks so delicious, my lady.
Now do me a kindness
terrifying.
and get some sleep.
I
I'll be
felt
back round
for a
later.
moment the slight
Your
pressure
words
of
are
a
kind.
fedora
Blessings
on the
of an
tops of my head.
To the sweet
Ugh.
lady of mercy.
Ugh. She's not. She's just rich, dude. She's rich and she's bored. I'm going to eat her.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. It's a pleasure
Except
to see
it's
you
this
again.
bitch again, isn't it?
You seem surprised. Dr.
I am
Swansea has
fucking
brought me up
surprised.
to
You're
speed
everywhere. You're the
concerning
only
your
woman in this
recent
world who has anything to do.
appointment to Pembroke
Apart from the
Hospital.
nurses. And
You're
even
a
they
vamp-
are not allowed to be...
The lady who saved me that night, before vanishing into thin air.
Oh, amazing save, fucking
I
idiot.
remember you from the pub with Dr. Swansea.
Indeed.
The old pub.
Allow me to introduce myself formally this time. My name is Lady Ashbury. I remember you well.
If I ever go out in the sun, that'll what'll be.
Brevity of our encounter.
That is what'll be. I hate that. I fucking ruined that. Oh, he does.
So it seems our Dr. Swansea does indeed have a fascination for creatures of our constitution.
Dr. Swansea is a remarkable man. Dedicated, one might say, obstinate. He spent years compiling our bestiary.
He does want to fuck me. But he only wants to fuck me because I'm a vampire, which is kind of sad now.
You must have countless questions, but our rather urgent matter first. Swansea has explained. My cover, if you prefer, has been compromised.
You're a vampire. You shouldn't be able to be blackmailed. Like, if I was a vampire and you tried to blackmail me with the knowledge that I was a vampire, I wouldn't eat you because I'd be afraid of catching how dumb you were.
Pardon my boldness, your ladyship, but I have questions concerning this condition we share.
As a newborn, your hunger for answers is rivaled only by your thirst for
I'm
blood.
being a lot more subtle than
But
you
the
are, aren't I?
questions need weight.
There's a man here, and he was like lucid like 10 seconds ago.
Deciphering of mysteries, and I need information to feed my mind.
I will gladly answer every question you have, but first, prove yourself capable of resolving my predicament without eating the culprit.
I don't know. You are not at all giving me the kind of subtlety that I require.
Have any of the patients given you trouble?
These poor souls have so little left to live for. I do my best to ease their pain.
You know what? Yeah, I don't see why.
The world would be a better place if it were cared for by women like you.
Vampires.
You make me blush. I am simply a necessary evil.
I don't know that.
Dr. Swansea has
I suppose if you
commissioned me to
think
be
you're
your
evil, I'm not
agent
going to
in this
argue with you.
matter.
You are
could
wealthy.
Start by explaining what's amiss.
And a vampire, but I
These
can forgive
past
some things.
insufferable
No one's
weeks,
perfect.
I've been the victim of extortion. I've made a first payment, but the blackmailer grows greedy.
They always do.
I
Did you not?
refuse his most
Have you not
recent
heard of
demands.
any of history's blackmailers? I mean, the Vikings did this exact thing. Is it another vampire?
Who would be so foolish as to threaten you? A kindred spirit.
Even if it were the case, and I highly doubt it, a vampire would have asked for something more valuable than money. My suspicions lean toward a patient or their family.
Did you eat them?
What are your expectations? Please be precise.
As the newly appointed surgeon of this hospital, you are in an excellent position to ask innocent questions and deftly learn the identity of my blackmailer.
You know what? I'll give you that.
If we're
That is an
dealing with
accurate
ordinary criminal,
friggin'
surely you've the means to deal with it yourself, if I may.
As immortal tradition doth dictate, all fangs and hypnotic eyes ablaze.
Are you poetrying at me?
Blood would run like a river. That's what I hope to avoid. Violence has a tendency to spiral out of control.
Please continue.
Okay.
Every detail is essential. I'm your man.
I'm also a bit of
My
Swansea's man.
embarrassment
It's
in
a whole
this matter is
polyamorous thing
eclipsed
going on.
only by my shame at having put the hospital at risk.
In what
The
way is the
threat from
hospital?
our
It's just
anonymous
your
scoundrel
money.
is clear. A list of dates. My visits coinciding with the dates of suspicious patient deaths due to massive blood loss.
Oh god, you've been eating people.
Is it true?
Now aren't you the blunt one?
Well, you just...
We both are afflicted with a thirst for blood, Lady Ashbury. That is our nature. By vocation, we also have reason to visit the hospital. Logic dictates.
In all honesty, I'm not simply a patron to the hospital.
Yeah, no, you eat
My
people.
visits
Obviously
serve a
you do.
dual purpose. Dr. Swansea has been treating my condition
With
a revolutionary technique of blood transfusion.
With
It seems
people?
you are a
God
specialist
damn it.
in the domain.
Like, it's fine
I'll take
if
care
you
of
eat
it.
the blood of... I suppose if
Do
they're
you know where I
dying
should
and
start?
they have influenza and you can't
If
get
that was the
influenza,
case,
why not?
I'd settle the matter myself. You could talk to our local gossip, Harriet Jones. Not a pin drops here without her hearing about it.
I'll meet that woman now.
My life, as others know, is in your hands, Dr. Reed. I'm sure of your discretion, but I do fear your powers of persuasion will be put to the test. When this is resolved, I'll be your obligé. I'll answer all questions in regards of your condition.
Okay, because my biggest question is, am I right in thinking that Dr. Swansea really wants to fuck?
Perhaps I should have considered the offer from that Cadogan.
Oh, are you the guy?
Good evening, sir.
I'm just gonna...
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. I'm new here.
I've already heard about you, Dr. Reed. I'm Milton Hook.
I'm just gonna meet
the
every
ambulance
single
driver
person
in
I...
this shithole of a hospital.
That's quite a blunt
Oh, sorry,
introduction, Mr. Hooks.
You can call me Milton.
No.
I like to speak my mind, Dr. Reed. Perk of the job. Don't judge me, and I won't judge you.
Awkward.
I'm not sure.
Sorry, let me check on the time. Yes, this has been just over an hour, so I think we're going to call it quits. Next week, the
Stand
identity
what
of the
you're
mysterious
talking
photograph
Well,
man.
I'm no doctor, but I'm
And-
pretty sure a gun can't be used as a surgical instrument.
You have a keen
You haven't
eye.
used it right.
I learned to shoot during the war and have carried one ever since. Old habits die hard.
No need to explain, Dr. Reed. And if you ever need a better gun, remember, I may have something for you.
Oh, yes. Oh, it is.
I have some good news, Milton.
What? The epidemic's over?
I retrieved your
Piss
wallet
off, Millen.
with
You
all
know
the
what I'm
money
talking about.
and a certain picture.
Well, yeah, Pippa Hawkins is my girl. So what? Is it the difference of skin colour that bothers you?
Not at all, Milton.
Good. Please, take this money anyway. To remind you to keep your mouth shut.
Oh, I fancy
Not
it.
everybody is as broad-minded as you, Dr. Reed.
He just... Right. Alright.
Goodbye,
I guess we're done.
Milton.
Well. Now that I have... I mean, I'm glad that he didn't do anything about it. But, like... it doesn't matter. Anyway, that's been... Vampyr. We will be back. Obviously... Oh, it might be a little while now, actually. But we will be back, and we will be back on Vampyr. Because I want to eat more people. I want to eat the rich. And this is one of the very few games that lets me live that particular fantasy. So that'll be that. That's everything that's going to happen this stream. It's been a time. We've hunted men. We've hunted unmen. Hunted the one guy in the entire world who's not Caucasian. And we found him in the end. And then we sort of accidentally blackmailed him. Anyway, goodbye.